A Blood Angels Terminator Sergeant is a battle-hardened veteran leading his squad with unmatched skill and ferocity. Clad in Tactical Dreadnought Armor, he wields powerful weapons like a power sword or a thunder hammer, guiding his brothers into the heart of battle. His tactical genius and warrior spirit make him a true symbol of the Blood Angels' legacy in Warhammer 40,000.
Hello my friends, my name is Max, and today we're building one of the firstborn Space Marines, Blood Angels Terminator Sergeant from Blood Angels Terminator Assault Squad, namely this pal. As always, by the end of this video we will figure out answers for 3 simple questions. Does this mini look cool when assembled? Is it easy and fun to build it? And how does it look next to other minis? We start as always with the torso. In this case, these are beats 1 and 6. And these are the beats cleaned up. They should be sitting together like this. It's actually quite peculiar. I really don't like this opening over here. It seems like some sort of an error to me, but apparently this is not an error. And I'm going to glue these beats. And this is our Sergeant's torso so far, looking very cool. Next, they offer us to select from this fine selection of heads. And of course, we're gonna go for the helmeted one, 49. And this is our cool Sergeant's Terminator head. It has a small skull on the forehead. Should be sitting over here, somewhat along these lines. There are no locks whatsoever, so we will have to glue him somehow in any position that we see fit. Now instruction said he is looking to his left, and that is what I'm going to try to mimic here. And I think this is gonna be my head position. Moving forward, we need to assemble the left arm from beat 16, 73, and 31. Let's start with beat 16. The left hand looks fairly small, should be attached over here, along these lines. There is no lock here, as you can see, so we will have to do some judgment calls. And I'm going to glue it. We'll try to make it like this. I think it's gonna be vertical enough. And let's see how this construction is gonna be assembled. We have our storm shields and a hand holding it, cleaned up. Really beautiful storm shields. I really hope they will make larger versions of it, like for the Dark Angels. This is how the Dark Angel Storm Shield looks like. It is almost 1/3 longer. Very similar width, but much longer, because new miniatures are taller. So we will wait for this to happen. And let's see how this should be assembled. It should be sitting over here like this. I'm going to glue these beats. Here we go. This is our storm shield. And it should be sitting over here like this. I think this is fairly okay position, so he is holding the shields in a way that protects him from an attack. I think on the picture over here, the storm shield is a bit lower, but we would like to make him a little bit more dynamic, so that is why I think this is great. And this is our pal with the storm shields. Now let's find the weapon. Right arm with thunder hammer, number 11. This is our right hand cleaned up. You can see there is a really cool thunder hammer. Let's see how it should be assembled over here. I wonder if we can do it like this. So he is kinda preparing to smash someone. Or should we just do it like this? I think this position is a bit more natural looking. So this is gonna be a little bit too much. Especially because of this thing. The ideal angle would probably be somewhat like this, but this thing prevents me from making it happen, so I will just make it like this. I'm going to glue it. And this is my pal with the storm hammer. I think the Stormhammer is as tall as he is. This is quite amazing. Moving forward, we need to add shoulder pads. Let's start with the left one, 36. This is my shoulder pads for the left shoulder. Should be sitting over here along these lines. And this is my left shoulder pad. Now to the right one, 39. This is our shoulder pad 39. Really beautiful shoulder pad. Should be sitting on this shoulder, like this. And I'm going to glue it too. It's actually quite funny. These older minis have shorter hands. That is why the shoulder pad covers almost everything here. Unbelievable. We will put some additional decorations over here, like tilting shields, and it's gonna look great after that. And that is our pal so far. Now we need some additional decoration for his chest, beat 55. This is my beat 55. As you can see, there are a lot of crosses, Terminator crosses here, some purity seal, all sorts of things. These decorations should be sitting somewhere here. There are no locks whatsoever, so it's up to you how you want to glue them. And there is no good position to place them here. You will have to figure out yourself how to do this kind of thing work. I myself am just going to try to put some glue here and hope for the best. So this is how it worked out for me. Not particularly proud of this bit, but it will glue and it will look more or less fine. Moving forward, now we need to add some tilting shields. This pal has very peculiar tilting shields. They are round and they are extremely confusing. Look carefully. Bit 63, even though it looks like it is kinda to the left, is actually gonna be over here. And this one is gonna be over here. Don't mix them up because they are different. We start with beat 63, that is supposed to be on the left hand with the shield. This is my beat 63. Another fun part is that over here, check this out, they say that you add this 63 beat to the shoulder pad, but over here, it is already sitting on his torso and not the shoulder pad. And over here, it is inconclusive. So, yet again, it is up to you how you want to have it. I think in our case it's gonna look somewhat like this. There is a kind of a lock-looking thing over here, and I'm just gonna try to put it in place. And that is how it turned out for me on the shoulder pad, even though you technically could have placed it on the torso somehow. Anyways, I like this position, and we're gonna go for the second one, 62. This one. This is the second one. Should be sitting somewhere here, over here, along these lines. Again, I'm gonna try to glue it. And that is my second tilting shield in place. Looks better than the first one. Now we need to add some iron halo over here, bit 68. This is our beautifully designed iron halo, and it should be sitting somewhere here like this. And this is my pal with the iron halo, looking actually quite cool. The only thing that is left is to drop him on the base. This is a 40mm base. And that is our mini, my friends. It took me roughly 35 minutes to assemble it. I will give it 5 service skulls out of 5 for the sheer fun of building it. This mini is amazing. I don't know why I didn't build Blood Angel Terminators before. They are super fun. However, I will give it only 4 out of 5 service skulls for the ease of assembly. Partly because there are no locks whatsoever for some bits, especially for this decoration on his chest. And there is too much of the variability for my liking, even though I prefer to have some possibilities to assemble the mini the way I want to have it. In this case, the arms, they are not really giving me a lot of good indication how it should look like. This mini might require partial assembly, partly because of this shield, even though this shield is not really large. And now let's take a look how this mini sits next to some other miniatures. We have another firstborn Terminator here. This is a captain on the right, and we can see that this captain is just marginally more ornate than the sergeant on the left. They both have these square shoulders, very characteristic of old Space Marine Terminators. And yeah, this is how they look together. Really cool termies. If we compare this pal with a modern era Terminator, this is how he sits next to Dark Angel's Nightmaster. We can see that Nightmaster is much taller, even without the Iron Halo. So the new Terminator torsos are larger for sure. And this is Primaris on the right and Firstborn on the left, even though, I remind you, there are no official Primaris Terminators. And of course, if we compare this pal to a Terminator Captain from Leviathan box, the Terminator Captain looks like a human mountain. Partly because of the tactical rook, but even without a tactical rook, he looks very tall. Much taller than the old firstborn Terminator on the left. And that's a wrap for today, my friends. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It will help you to catch more content like this and support me in growing this channel. Share your thoughts on this mini in the comments below. I'm working to make my videos more helpful and I need your inputs. Check the description of this video for a Google form link and share. What's your biggest struggle when building Warhammer 40k minis? Make sure to check the video that you see now on your screen. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.